Alright, so today I'm in central Pennsylvania, pretty remote spot out here, and I'm gonna be camping here for about a week and looking for snakes as usual. So let's get to it. I literally just walked right behind the campsite and already got this little garter snake, actually a pretty big one. The eastern garter snake is one of the most common snakes here in the Northeast. They can be identified by the yellow stripe on their back. Great start to the week. I'll just let them go. No way. That is a little black rat snake. How cool is that? Here's another look at this guy. Look at that pattern. That is so cool. These guys quickly grow out of this pattern and become nearly solid black. They can reach lengths of over 8 feet and are known for their impressive climbing abilities. After releasing that black rat snake, I started exploring the area, and it wasn't long before I came across another very welcome find. I was just riding my bike to go check out another spot, and I just road cruised a copperhead. That is so cool. I have had the absolute worst luck with these guys. This is one snake that is not particularly uncommon at all, especially in the spots that I look. I mean, I find so many timber rattlesnakes, and every single time I go out, I just don't find a single copperhead. I finally made it happen. This is honestly not at all how I expected to find my first one. All right, so I have this cheap snake hook just for situations like this. All right, here we go. I do not recommend doing this unless you have to, like it's in the road, like this one is. I'm just gonna move him over here so I can film him a bit more. All right, here's this copperhead in a bit more presentable of a spot. Look at that, what a beautiful snake. You can see that orangish head. That's where they get their name. It's also important to remember to let these guys go in the direction that they were originally facing. So I'm gonna have to bring this guy all the way back across the road. There you go, buddy. That is so cool. Look at that camouflage. All right, so now that it's a little bit later in the evening, I'm out here walking along the creek looking for snapping turtles. They always come out at about this time. It's a good size. Hey, dude. Ugh. All right, here's another look at this common snapping turtle. This is the perfect size, I think, because it's pretty big, but it's still liftable. Oh, looks like he is releasing himself. There he goes. All right, so today I woke up nice and early for a little hike here. This is right by the creek, so I'm hoping for some wildlife. I often say that early morning is the best time for a hike, and today was certainly no exception. The air temperature was perfect, and the scenery was stunning. There's a common snapping turtle down there. Here's a better look at him. I was able to grab him without getting my feet wet. Now that I was awake, it was time to get back to finding snakes. Look at that, pretty cool. You can't even see the other side, right through the mountain. All right, so now I'm climbing the mountain I just went under in search of timber rattlesnakes. After climbing for a bit, I reached the ridge, and I hiked along it until I found exactly what I was looking for, a talus slope. These rocky outcrops are very common in this region of Pennsylvania, and they happen to be perfect habitat for rattlesnakes and copperheads. All right, we got a timber rattlesnake right here. It's a beautiful yellow phase. There's his tail there, you can see the rattle. I carefully made my way across the talus to get a better angle. Look at that, beautiful yellow phase timber rattlesnake. Right there I was referring to one of the two color variations of the timber rattlesnake, which are the yellow phase and the black phase. So unlike that copperhead, I have absolutely no reason to mess with this guy, so I'm just gonna keep my distance and let him be. What a beautiful snake. Alright, so now I'm back at the campground. I'm just gonna be walking around this area looking for black rat snakes. They're always hanging around this time of day before it gets too hot. There it is. Oh yeah, you can see how they really look a lot like a stick. He's starting to flick his tongue pretty fast, which is just him trying to figure out what is going on. So now what I'm gonna do is just gently put my hand on his back and see how he reacts. That is so cool. Sometimes they won't have much of a reaction at all. Clearly this guy got a little upset there. All right, here's another look at this black rat snake. He has calmed down quite a bit. Just a beautiful animal. I don't want to mess with this guy too much, so I'll just
let him go. That is so cool.
After that, it started to heat up considerably, so I took a break from the herping and did some biking instead. But the day certainly wasn't over yet.
Well, I was just riding my bike, and I road cruised another pit viper. Look at that. Another beautiful yellow-faced timber rattlesnake. That is a big snake right there. Holy crap. I just rode by really quick, and I heard him buzz his rattle. Well, unfortunately, he just bolted down the hillside. But that was still really cool. Wow.
Unfortunately, the rest of the day was pretty slow because of the heat. But this week went on to be one of my best ever, so stay tuned for part 2.